Alright, welcome guys, welcome. We are back with Age of Wonders 4 yet again, and this time we will be trying to break out. It's I've sort of titled this one really the scope of why it's been so difficult for us to get out of this situation we're in. We're playing as the Archons, but we are playing against two teams of two. So they should be fighting each other as well as me, and that's sort of why I like to not just have one team against me. I'm playing also in hard mode, and I found this really difficult. We've been able to keep a bit of like a border. Look, we've been able to protect ourselves to a large degree, which is great. We are sort of close to being able to expand, but God, it's been difficult. In this last one, we've just finished off a siege in here, and essentially we've actually been fighting with the defenders. So these are the defenders of this particular city. This is Archons, which is actually what our actual hero is, or heroine is named after Archons. She's Serena of Archons or something, whatever her name is. Anyway, Carissa the Red has attacked, and we've actually been able to defeat their actual army that was attacking this particular city. So we've held off at Archons. And we haven't lost any units, which was great. So I think I just autoed this battle. But this is good. This is a good start. We don't have anything super powerful with the groups we actually have down through here, but they will just support these sorts of attacks that are coming in. So we'll close that one off. This is the Orcs. So we've got the Orcs down through here. She's probably going to be the easiest one for us to actually get a bead on and be able to destroy. But we don't have enough down this way to be able to do it super effectively. There is a group that's running away. So that one is running away from the fight. We may be able to catch that one down. It's only 70 points back and through this other side. This is the bottom of the map, by the way. So we're just looking at the bottom of the map. We control... Our first city was back over here at this location. I'll just zoom out a little bit, that way we can see the cloth map. So we've got DasTactic was where we sort of started. We then built Terrasilon back up through here, which is sort of on the borders of where we have things actually happening. And our main army is actually sitting here, getting ready to march back into the Elvish lands. Back in through here we have a Dwarven territory where we actually have the Dwarves over this side of the map. It's been really fascinating actually to see what's been going on. So Pierce is saying no halflings. Well, there are halflings, but not as major factions. And hi Vegan, how you going? So we're with the halflings. They're actually up in here somewhere under the control of the Elves, Old Hollow or something like this. One of these is I think I think Old Hollow is sort of like a draconian halfling group that actually has dragons, and so they come all the time to attack us with dragons, which has actually been really good because we've got, being the Archons and things, we've actually got groups that can dominate. So we've been dominating dragons whenever they appear, and so we've now got, I think, 4 dragons fighting for us. One of them a full-blown dragon, so we've got there's some real power in this group because of that. So we actually have, every time we see a dragon we grab it. Because they often just send forces against me, which I can deal with because it's only one stack, but the stack does often contain dragons from them. Down through here, this is actually now our capital, Mansatorum. We played a start to the game where there's actually a random sort of prophecy that we have to fulfill by taking over a city, and it just so happens to be tucked into this corner, which is actually a problem because I can't break out of this location, and so this is going to hinder our growth a little bit, just because we've got nowhere to really grow to. There's no undergrounds or anything like that really. I mean, there is there. Maybe we could actually, no, that's actually Dastopia controls that prospect. We just don't have much in the way of what we can expand into down in this way. Maybe that Umbral Gate could possibly be something we could actually expand with as well, but I'm not sure. Talking of the Umbral Gates are on a whole other layer. If you go back in and actually look at the Umbral realms, and very hard to sort of see what's going on here, but there is actually A few of the gates actually lead out to other locations, but Fengir, one of the dwarves, has been controlling the umbral realms, and has actually been able to sort of smash his way across the map just by using the umbral gates, which is actually really effective. So we may do the same thing when we go up against him. He's actually coming last in the game, so he's actually not all that great. That's the umbral. The underground, we've got we've got a friendly city in through there, for example. There's a few enemy cities back out through here again. The elves are winning the game. They're miles ahead. Just go back to the above ground again. So yeah, like with Fengir, he actually ends up, even though he's over here, this umbral gate, I think, almost connects directly to this umbral gate over here, so he can get to Archathesis very, very quickly, and he's done that a few times. So we do need to keep a group down this way. This is actually Carissa. Now, why is Carissa looking different? She's gone undead for some reason, by the looks of things. That's interesting. So she's just changed from being Carissa, like Carissa the Red, to Carissa the Black. Somehow. I'm not sure why. We'll have to have a bit of a look. She's actually very good. No, not that we're playing a teams game, so we can't actually ever befriend them. So we will have to take over her location. It's interesting that she's very good. Yeah, it's interesting. Pierce is saying, can DasTactic abandon that province? It's our capital city, so I don't know if I want to. Actually, it's a good point. Good point. And Pierce is saying, and don't most units take damage every turn in the Umbral Realm, though? Yes, they do. So his units that do go into the Umbral Realms have been taking some damage, but they've been able to sort of pop out very, very quickly, and sort of so you end up with a dwarvish army suddenly in this region of the map. So you've got a couple of locations there. That's fascinating, actually, what's going on there. We've got another biggish army on the way down towards Archathesis, and then we do actually have another location there that we need to deal with as well. So this is where that's the capital city of Carissa the Red. Elves all the way up into the middle of the map, and they're winning the game. They're coming number 1 and number 2. She is number 2 of 7. He is number 1 of 7. So they're a team together. What's made this so difficult is we're playing against. They're playing in hard mode, so they're actually got the. So they're hard mode elves playing as a team together, and then we've got 2 hard mode dwarves also playing in a team together. But these are not doing all that well. She's coming 3rd, so it's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, but then he's coming 7th. Now Carissa is coming 5th. I think we're coming 6th, and then there's another player, which is the Undead, which we haven't met yet. And so they're actually, I think, fighting the Elves at this stage. So that's sort of where things actually are. This city we took from Hammerhall, like this was one of their core cities at one stage. Not their capital. Their capital is right there, but I just haven't been able to have a strong enough force to take that one out, which I would love to do. But I sort of need to push now against the Elves. The Elves are the ones sort of coming down in a lot of force. So I think, have to sort of keep on going back that way. There's a lot of things we can do up in here as well. We've got a lot of options. I do need to keep one army just to protect everything. So I think I'll actually sort of keep this army, now that we've been able to protect this, I might keep this army back and just keep it fairly central, just so we can zip across here if Fengir starts to sort of march down this way. I wonder if we can transfer the capital back to Dastopia. That probably would be the better option, because we have growth options there with Dastopia. It's got 40 health, 40 fortification. It's only got 30, but it's protected. It's in the centre. Yeah, we might have a look at that actually. So if I go and if I go to the city, transfer throne 3 turns. I think that's a better option. Good call, PS. Good call. That's Yeah, there's no negatives, is there? I've never done it, you know. I've never done it in this game. Transferred the throne. But I think in this instance we are really stuck with the growth of this particular city. It's got 17 population. DasTactic's got 16. Maziocorum, this is one that we took over. Like, this was actually a vassal that we then ended up just bringing in as a core city. And then we've got Terrasilon as well, which is the one that we did found. This one's only got 13 population. Is there any reason not to do that? Yeah, that's there's no real reason, is there? I think we'll do that. Okay, that's a good idea because we are sort of a bit stuck there. Transfer the throne, so that'll happen in 3 turns. Now, another big problem we have is mana. Mana is now sort of, our mana income is, this is why we can't afford to lose anything, and we do need to keep on getting more vassals. So we do have to protect what we have. So we'll move our capital back there. Great call, actually. That's a really, really good call. Then we do actually have these guys on their way. Now, this is a very, very strong group. Well, it's strongish. We do actually have some sort of weakish units here in that particular stack, but we do actually have a couple of very, very powerful stacks. That's, I don't like her. Huh? It's not too bad. It's Falcon's the Shaman. So we have tier 3s running all the way through that particular stack, and tier 3s and 2s in this stack. This is really quite strong. But then we also then have a very, very powerful group that was also just here to defend. And so these are extremely strong, with one of the dragons there as well. This one's elite, so we've almost gone to champion level with that one. So we want to get these up to the next level. And I could take that out. We could chase that one down. Yeah, so we do have the option here. Well, let's go and do that. How far can we move? Yeah, we can move in and out of the umbral territories fairly quickly. So we've taken a bit of damage in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These will then be able to participate in the fight. Just becomes a safe battle. I'll just do a quick save and we'll just get this one out of the way. And we'll just do auto combat. We didn't lose anything, that's good. So we'll close that one off. Oh, we've got a warrior unit. I'm just going to dismiss that one. We don't want those. We have to save our mana now as much as we possibly can. Just move these back to a more central location. Just keep them together though. So we've got that group there. Means we don't have to rush back with this group because we've now sort of dealt with that big group. Now that one there is also Carissa's. Now that one's a gold location, which we're not going to be able to do much with that one. So we're not quite. Maybe with if we can get more full-blown dragons, that might sort of work. We're sort of moving up towards getting stronger units. We might have to ditch some of the low-level units, like some of these, for example. These have got a upkeep of. These are only tier 1s, but if we have a look at them. Total unit of upkeep 10 mana for the enchantments. So if I just got rid of 2 of these, that sort of keeps that under control. I want to keep these sort of Lightbringers. These are 17. That's all that they have, is just the upkeep there. This would be the stack to do it with if we wanted to. Is there any other units that we really don't need? Like these bastions aren't. These are mountain dwarf bastions. They're not really Archon bastions. This one as well is a Enshrined Protector. It is a shield unit. Let's have a look and see what its cost is. 22. That's pretty much it, you know. That sort of gets us right back to level here. And look, they're nice to have, but they're not really. Like, it is a champion level though. This is the trouble. These are a high level. Let's have a look through all of our armies and just sort of see what we end up having. So we've got the. If we have a look at the armies, so we've got a fair few now. We've got quite a strong group. Definitely want to keep all of the dragons. These will actually, like, these are super healers, and I sort of need to keep them in the stacks just to keep them balanced. The phase beasts are going to cost me a fair bit per turn, but again, they're very, very strong. Do I want to keep these as well? I've got a fair few of these now, though. They're going to cost me a lot. 28, that's the actual amounts there. There we go. If I get rid of one of those, that's going to be enough, you know, just to keep that out. No point draining our mana off, to be honest. So I will actually balance that one back down again. I'll just see which one we've got. That's oh, hang on, this River Troll. What does that one do? That's 10. I'm going to ditch this one. I don't like that. Doesn't really sort of fit with what we have. So we'll get rid of that one. And so we're now down to just negative 14. It's very important that we don't keep on going backwards. Like we've got to have good positive income. And I think that with all of the groups that we have in through here, this one here is possibly going to be the lowest of them. He's only a veteran. Actually, we may have others. I think the others will have all leveled up. Even this tier 4 unit here. What are you? That's 10. I'll keep that one there. He's got fairly good protection. He's not the best unit. I'm not going to bother with war breeds anymore. With Inquisitors. The dragons I definitely want to keep. That one there is just a recruit, this Blessed Soul. Alright, I think you're gone. That one's only worth 19. That's a Blessed Soul there. I wonder why the other one was worth more. Ah, because they're in with heroes. That's the other thing we can do. There we go. That gives me +5. So it's hardly anything, but it's enough. Enough to keep going. So if we go back into the groups that the reason that his upkeep was so small was because he was with that other group. I'm going to move this one back in there. That will give me +14 now. So just by being in with these heroes, this is actually a big thing we should be looking at. The phase beasts are going to be worth a lot. So that's 20 and even more because the heroes that we have actually sort of cost less. So we do actually have units that don't really have a big drain. Let's just see if there's any others that are going to cost me a fair amount. And to be fair, all of those are. Let's go and move them off. Just get ready for the next big attack. So we've moved out a archer and a support, a cultivator. And you see there, even just by moving that one out, it's now dropped again because of what's actually happening. This group in through here, if I move that support unit, and both of these are actually, that's going to then do a big amount. You're +19 now, which is good. So we're just sort of getting these shuffled around. It's not the best balance. with those two.
Ah,
This one doesn't have one. We might move that one across. And move one of these up into this one here. Alright, that works. These are still healing up a little bit. And we've got this one here, which is now a champion level, which is, we only have to get these to champion, and they're basically as good as they're going to be in terms of their power. These ones through here, these are champions, but they need to get up to, once they get to the next level, these then become tier 5s. So this one here is worth, no, it's actually not costing us anything in mana. Interesting. Alright, so, and these won't then as well. Well, this one does. Young Frost Dragon. So getting them up to the next level, like from champion through to legendary, where they evolve into a full-blown Frost Dragon, is going to be important. So we'll keep them in that stack. Nothing much else we can do there. Let's just stay here for one turn, and then we'll move this army off down in towards the other. So we'll start to take the. We should be on our push. We've had a big fight up this side, so let's just go and position our forces. These are very strong. Like, there's pretty much nothing else can stand in the way of these particular groups. Just leave all of them where they are. And then next turn we'll take them off. Leave that one there as well, just to sort of get their healing back up. This group. I think we stay central. Just go back to DasTactic, and then we'll just react to any invasions that come in. One of the really cool things that's actually happened in the game is that they have changed the way that sieges work in a really solid way. So we've got the... Actually, just move that one back as well. And so it's now... You can almost just count on the... on when you sort of see... Like, this one has now lost all of its defences for a period of time. So they can bounce back in while the defences build back up again. So this one here is actually still damaged. So if we go into Archthesis, it's going to have... It's got a fortification health of 40, but they do need to rebuild it. So at the moment it doesn't show the 40. So because of the siege, so if they came back in again with a second army, they could actually just walk straight into it. But slowly it will build up, and we know that it's going to be 4 turns for us to get there, which is actually really, really cool. Like you can sort of almost bank on that. Whereas previously there was ways using siege equipment to reduce it dramatically. Like you could get like something that was going to take like 8 turns, sort of reduced down to like 2 turns and things like this. But now it's sort of much more. When you see the 30 in through there, the 30 down through here, you know it's 3 turns that's going to happen. 30 in there. I do need to build these up actually, by the way, so that's going to be something we need to handle. But yeah, no, it's all sort of working out fairly well. Actually, we've got a lot there as well. A lot more Wonderstone. We should actually keep on building more things up. All right, let's go and see what else we have to do. These orders, just keep them where they are, and we'll end our turn there. Now, we've sort of defeated a big army of the Elves last time. Tulgrim is probably going to come back again, and we're going to have to go back and bounce back and defend the other cities. Here we go. Now, as long as he moves off to the north, we're sort of okay. It's only if he comes south that we've got problems. This is a very strong stack, and we've been trying to break our way out through the God Keep. We just haven't been able to do it. There's more defenders back in through here. I think we've killed off 2 of them. Now that's the little wandering stack that we see through there is coming our way, I believe. Whispering Stone has returned. Okay, so Free Cities now can be integrated. So Loxol has now gone for Supreme Vassalage. where we actually now have the this is now sort of come in directly under our control. And so these are actually the enlightened shadow dwellers. These are Archons as well, but live underground, and these have got a dark culture. So these are actually slightly evil, but they are fully under our control. So yep, up next is the Pact of Integration, but we've actually now got that one through there. So we can integrate the city if we wanted to, but we don't really need to. So we'll just go good news, proceed. So we've got this one now. That's interesting. What have they got there? Just a, I think it's just a hero that's sitting there. I can't quite get it. That's okay. So we've now got a Whispering Stone back in our stocks, which we'll have to make use of. Bjorf was saying hi and saying that that voice was so out of place, though. I thought it had some weird pop-up ad. The voice of the lady going, You can change that. You can change it, which I have been doing with some of them if they get super annoying. Oh, here we go. Now, Fangir has... I wish I would keep this message up somewhere, because Fangir is now has been fighting something. And so he's actually gone off and fought something, one of the others, and has lost whatever it was. Or he could have been going up against an independent. The independents are quite strong on this map as well. So he is now withdrawn, and his capital is right under Manticorum. Like, if you have a look, this is the underground in through here. If we go above ground, and we don't know exactly where he is, but if we switch to the surface, bang, there we are. He's right under here. Right under Macentorium. So that's his actual... That's why he's sort of prevalent down this way. But he's sort of so close. We're so close to being able to actually smash him. And I was tempted to, but now I really have to go after the elves, I think. So we're just going to have to sort of get the elves out of the way. Produced a convent, 2 convents. Now this is going to boost our stocks in through here. We did this one for the mana. I'm still happy with the choices we made, getting rid of the others. Is occupied and is waiting its fate. Throne is being transferred. So that's fine. So we'll just go and keep that one coming. Oh, we have to wait. We have to wait now for this to come across. So the transference of the throne. Probably should have waited till I built something big. So we'll just go back into here now. So we have Caltrop Stash is, and what I want to do here is I've got this one to 40 so far. Money is also really important to me. Monolith, I can get 20 there over 5 turns. Let's just go that way. And then we have our armies. So this little group in through here, 2 more dragons if we want them. And so these are the halflings, the spirit calling heartlings. And so they come all the time with their dragons, and their dragons become ours. So what we need is 2 of these things. The light bringers. Only got 1. Not that I need another 2 dragons. Maybe just 1 dragon would be enough. So these are fairly strong, but they're now in our way. So they're coming to attack our army, but they come on their own. If they end up, they're beholden to Zaethel, the Zaethel Silverleaf. By the way, all of these different characters are from early versions of Age of Wonders, and they sort of put them back into the thing. I don't know why Carissa is so... What's happened to her? She's completely changed. What have they got? Spawnkin, Reveler's Heart, and Vessels of Chaos. I think that's what it is. It's one of these 2 that's actually now changing the overall appearance of all of her orcs. So she is sort of, that's what's actually happened to her. But anyway, that's fine. We'll end up, we will be wanting to take that one out at some stage. I sort of really need to keep the stacks moving. Actually, that one there, what I should do is actually move one of these back in with this group. That way we get even more mana, more savings. Anyway, the dragon is then going to drain us even more once we actually get one of these. I think one is enough. So we'll start to now just go in and take this one on. And I will to get the dragon. I'm going to have to play this one out. So we'll move our 3 stacks in, I think. Yeah, we do actually have this one through here. So I'll just go and position that there. There is a road that sort of leads up through the middle there. Okay, so now this is a very, very easy battle for us, but I'm still going to play that manually. Okay, so not really the tone you'd expect from someone talking to the ruler of a kingdom they live in. What we might do, I mean, I'll show you how to change it. It was her, I think. No, it was her. No, it wasn't. This is Falcons. No, it wasn't Falcons. It was this one here, Sapure the Keen. So if we go and adjust appearance, you can then go in and change the voice override in through here. So you've actually got sort of like you've got a whole lot of different voices you can actually then go and use. That's better, isn't it? That's Elvish. The hobbits don't say anything. There's, and so the one that, actually that's it should be that. No, there it is. There's just one bad one out of the group. We'll go Elves. We'll accept the changes there. So so that one is now done. We'll just go and close that one. So that's we can do this for any of them. I think I might just do all of these because they're all going to have that same weird little noise that they make. So it's a bit better, isn't it? Just go and close that off because these are all. I've tried to make sure that we keep pretty much all our heroes set up with the same faction. She's been changed already, I think. No, it's not. More applicable. Just close that one off. There we go. There we go. So, am I streaming to YouTube? I'm just not sure. I'll just double check the technicalities of everything. So, we're obviously streaming that way, and yep, we are. That's cool. Okay, that's fine. Right, so this one here is just going to be one where we go in and we'll play this one out because I do want to bring this Lightbringer. Now, when you attack, this is one little tip. The reason I'm using this one in the middle is because I want the Lightbringer central. So whatever you attack with will ultimately become the middle of the 3. So whoever does the actual attack itself. We want to get through this one pretty much unscathed. So we'll just do manual combat here. These are all reasonable level, actually. These are, so they're both coming in. If we have a bit of a look at these. These are already elite. Whoa, that's not bad. Geez, you know what? It would be pretty cool to get both of these. No, I'll just get one. I'll just get one of them. So what we want to do here is essentially block what they have. They do have charging units in through there, primal charger, which can sort of make their way through to that location. This one can reach its way down to here, and that one can sort of reach its way anywhere else. So I'll give them a target. I'll put the big frost dragon in the middle here. And just get it facing the front. Very important, the facing of your units as well, like, because if they do use a shock troop to attack you, then whatever facing you had is going to be, like, then you can be flanked, so we don't want that to happen. Now we have Sunia back in through here. This is our main hero. Do have the other dragons. I'm going to be wanting this one up fairly close. Dragons can fly over the top. Let's keep her in the middle. Bjolf up there. Now the Dominate we can use with this one at range 4. This is a champion level. So at champion level they get to have one extra move there. So what we want to do is just keep it back, and we can then bring it up and just make use of it. And what we're doing with these is mainly bringing them in so that we can actually then weaken its resolve, so we can then have a better option through here. I'm going to do a Control S before we try to do this, just so we can sort of tweak that a little bit if we miss, because I am going to make sure that I get that one. The Architect, and the Tesseract is there, which I have to then place if this is at range 4. Are they going to help me?
Yeah.
Let's float. Just keep that one there. Okay, end our turn there. Swipe. Bit of damage to the big dragon. Not much at all though. So what we need to do here is the dragon, I'll just do a Control S. So we can sort of tweak this one. So one of these dragons we want to take for ourselves. One's got 111. One's still got, what have you got? You've got full health, I think. Yeah, 137. So it's taking just slight damage. And if we have a look at what we then get to do here, we've got Condemned. So Condemned is going to give them -3 status resistance, which is what we need. So if we have a look at the actual dragon itself and have a quick look at it. So its status resistance here is 5. So it reduces the chance that the unit will be affected by negative status effects by... so it's 41%. If we try to dominate it, it's going to have a 41% chance on top of the domination chance to be able to resist it. So getting its status resistance down is very, very important. So condemning it will actually do that. It will actually bring it down by 3, so it'll go from 5 to 2. It does have other resistances against actual damage that's coming back through. So it's got frost resistance and fire weakness. And then over through here we can then sort of see the overall effect of all of those different things. So blight resistance, shock resistance is the default 41, but fire it takes more damage from fire. So anyway, that's going to be that's essentially how that one's working. But that status resistance is what we need to go and fix up. So it's going to have to do a little bit of damage to it. So that one can do 17 damage. It's not going to do too much damage to it. We do have a champion here, which we don't really need. So look and see if what she has got. We do have coordinated command, which is important. Touch of grace. Cleanse. So this is mainly all support stuff. Revive. Cleric's fervor. Yeah, so nothing much that's really going to do it. There's fire damage there. And we do have their misfortune, but it's not actually... It's going to do a lot of damage, but it's not going to do anything to weaken its resolve to be able to then go and do different things. So this one here, if we go and have a look at the attacks that are going to go through, it's just going to be a melee strike, a big, powerful one. But it's not, so it's not really going to help us all that much. I definitely want this one to use to dominate. So if I go and have a look at the moment, that's going to be a 53% chance to dominate. I may be able to do something else with one of these Inquisitors. So we've got the Inquisitors, and these have got like a weakening and condemned as well. They've got the Bolt of Judgment, weakened, stunned, and condemned. Now, if they're stunned, it goes even worse again. So if we have a look at stunned, this unit cannot use actions or movement, and weakened is deals minus 10% damage if it is weakened. So condemned is really all we really want with that one. We then also have the Architect as well, which will then give sundered resistance there of 3. Now that's there's only 25% chance of hitting that one. That one there is a 65%, no, 50%. So more likely to get the shot there. The sundered resistance of 3 means that I should then be able to bring this one down and claim it. So maybe we go that way because we've got a better chance of. We've got 75% chance. It's 25 on top of the 50 to then be able to do some damage. So let's just go and do this one to get started. And sundered resistance has now come down. And if we have a look at this one now, do it bit by bit. So we have the negative status effects is now only 27% in through there, and both of these have now been sort of actually that's still down by 2. So we've got the status resistance. It's not giving me the sundered defense. Yeah, resistance and -1 status resistance stacks up to 10 times. So that's actually good. Sundered defense and the negative status resistance there as well. So we get the two resistances there. We can now reduce it by condemning it. So we'll just go and throw in a condemnation here. It's now been condemned. We now have Draconic Rage because we've done some damage to it. Let's have a look at it again. So now we're down to 0, so which means that we now have the best possible chance because it's condemned, sundered defense, sundered resistance. We now actually have all 5 of its resistances have now been reduced, and we'll now go with and dominate. And so we now have a 90% chance of domination. Damn, we rolled a 10. So I'm going to reload that one in. So I'm just going to go and do load game, quick save, because I do want the dragon, and we're only going to get one chance in the fight to be able to go and do that one. So I'll just bring it back. I will save scum this one because I do want the dragon. It's like a gift. It's like a gift that we have to get. So I'm going to take the gift. So we're back here again. Right. So we'll do the same sort of deal, but what I will do this time is just move... I'll move a few different other units around before we do the actual attack. Just trying to get the random stuff actually a bit different. We do have this one here for stunning. This is the stunned. get shots down there. I'll just take that. So that's even better there. And that one there. I will go after this one again. Now, if this doesn't work, it's been dominated. So now we have control of it. And all we need to do is make sure this thing survives until the end of the fight.
Alright.
This thing's taking a bit of damage. We do have one attack with it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stay where we are and defend it, just so we get the resistance and the defense up. Because we don't want to lose that unit. Now, we do actually have a phase. So I'll phase to there. With these other units that we've got, do big damage this way. We want to try to not take as much damage with our units, just so we can sort of get them nicely healed. That one there is the more dangerous one. This one here. Let's just see if we can stun it. Was condemned. Really can't do much with Beowulf there. What we're going to do here is we're going to give coordinated commands back into these other groups. If I do that one, we end up with both of these having another shot. So let's do that. So they get all of their movement back again. That will kill off this dragon. Good. That one's down. That one, possibly, yeah, that'll kill that one off as well. The coordinated command can only be given by the actual ruler, as long as you have a champion ruler, which is what we have. Just move in. Tail swipe. We can't move Beowulf anywhere, so Beowulf is stuck behind there.
Yeah.
Condemn the hero. There it is. Bring these dragons up as well. So all these dragons have come from this faction. It's been very nice of them. Weakened and condemned as well, which was good. Got Sev the Conqueror back then through there. That was our first hero that we got. I'm not going to worry about spells. They're not really. There's not really going to be a big enough threat to worry about spending mana, so I'm just going to save the mana. So Pierce is saying, are there hostile halflings with the dragons? And yes, they are. Now we always zip away. The first move is always a you sort of transfer somewhere else. keeps us protected. Kill that one. And we'll have the tail swipe. Yeah, that's a bit of a mess. Now these phase beasts are really, really good. Assassin strike. Better off just doing the multiple strike here. So Sever's level 8, this one's level 7. I can build a Tesseract back in through here, so I'll do that one. Which will then allow me to blast away, and that will kill off the hero. Good, that one's done. So that's the that's what those architect units can do. They're quite powerful. So then you're in the game, of course. That one up. This dragon will kill that one off. This. There we go. There we are. So that's done. Alright, so Pierce is saying, how do they get dragons? Do they have one of those dragon lairs in their territory? Yes, I believe so. I think what they've done is, so we've captured this dragon here. So now we need to pay for it. So we'll just go and close this one. 225, I've got enough. Luckily, I've got enough. So I'm going to go and keep that selected unit. Now that does reduce us a little bit. We did get a chest plate of fortune, which is a tier 3. I'll just take the reward.
Nah.
So we now have another baby dragon. And I might keep this one out of the fight now, just to sort of, because it doesn't cost me a hell of a lot to keep that one in there. Now what we want to do is we want to take over Foundatorium, so we're going to now move everyone up. Now this dragon is injured. Actually, I will keep this one back. I'm going to keep this one back for healing. Back over here. So it's still going to cost me a little bit just by keeping it out of the other stacks. They're now all healed up. Okay, so we'll keep this one with them. I'll move that one back to there. Just keep these on the roads. There's a group there. Yeah, so we've found another group. Fairly powerful by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Well, we sort of have to... Oh, God, it's even bigger than we thought. Alright, so we're going to... need to bring these up. Just keep that one with the dragons. So we may not be able to break in through here as much as we thought. Alright, we'll stay where we are. We didn't take too much damage with that dragon attack. We're healing them up as well. Yep, that's okay. So we're sort of okay-ish there. They may attack this group, which would still be okay. It'd still sort of work out okay. Free city can now be integrated. Good news, proceed. Which we don't. I mean, we don't need to do that one. Element Stone Root has been captured, so we've now captured the this particular draconian halfling. So we don't actually get to see where they're from, really. Like the like we can see their location, but we don't know much about their location. So I'll just keep her in the crypt, or sorry, in the other area. We'll just keep this one where that is, just so we get the better healing on that dragon. Alright, so we've got 4 stacks in here which to take on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we can see so far. Now this group. I'm going to let them just do what they do. So we'll just move back fairly centrally. One thing we need to do is to clear out the top in through here. So I'll send that stack out that way. Yes, it's back up to 40 now. Should be very, very easy. Dominated one there, which we don't need. Close that one off and dismiss those units. So just picked up a bit more knowledge. Together. Okay, we'll end our turn again here. So this is going to get interesting. So Zathel moves second. So, and this is what we've found. Every time we try to move into the territory, there's a big army of elves. So the elves are really dominating, like, you know, coming first. The city that we're looking at through here is Old Hollow. So all we know is where it is, but we don't know much about it. And it's followers of the dragon. So these people are the followers of the dragons. They have formed a strong bond with dragons and fight alongside them in battle. The city has access to young frost dragons, slithers, draconian transformation, draconic vitality, young fire dragons, purifying flame, and flame of focus. So once integrated, the special units of the city remain available throughout the Rally of Lieges, and the city keeps contributing 3+ recruitment points. So yeah, that would be a great one for us to get hold of. Because that way we can, you know, grab dragons whenever we feel like it. But these are the this is a vassal of Zathel, so it keeps on sort of sending its groups back in through against us. Okay, well, let's see what actually happens here, I guess. Here they come. Looks fairly strong. Got heroes everywhere, and there's Zathel herself. So this will be probably the main fight that we have, to be honest. So we got 4,200 points against their 3,500. They've got a level 8 there with Zathel herself. Along with a lily stone fruit, stone root, not stone fruit. It's a plum. Plum is a stone fruit. Apricots, so lily apricot, and that is a spirit calling halfling. Yep, we've got to slip away that one through there. We're going to that's a death knight, so it's sort of like a shock unit. And then we've got another one down through here, which is another halfling. So they've got 2 halflings in through here. This is Ali's stone root, so they're actually related to each other. And then got Zathel, Queen Zathel, the wizard queen. So so she is so essentially in charge. She's got to summon Primal Wolf, so we can see we're going to get that one fairly quickly. She's a berserker as well, so she is a ritualist, so she's a magic user. The other abilities that they're going to have, yeah, we're not going to see all of these different things. Channeling ritual. I can actually go and click on these as well. Right click and just see exactly what they do actually have. Amplified healing back in through there. Anointed people. Okay, these are good against spirit, and we use spirit, so that we're going to find that a lot. I think it's that cloud that we get to see. What's army recruit? Yeah, every world map turn. That's okay. Attuned god ear. There's a lot of stuff that she's got. There's heaps. Okay, that's fine. We'll just close that one off. What we're up against, we have tier 3s back in through here. Paladin is only a shield unit. Shield units I can almost ignore. They're not going to do a hell of a lot of damage, but they do protect the units around them. She also has another Architect herself, so she's got the same sort of deal that we've got as well. So we've got Architect versus Architect. Back over through, oh, that's Inquisitor. Where's our Architect? It's Inquisitor as well. There's an Architect in there somewhere. There he is. So so they've got Architects and we've got Architects. They do also then have things like Polar Bears. They've got Dusk Hunters, which and we just wanted to see what sort of abilities these ones have got. So Anointed People, Legion of Zeal, so they create zealots as well. Virtuous Spirit. When this unit drops below 60% of their maximum hit points, ignores 50% of its casualties. And what's that? Oh, okay. So it actually doesn't lose as many units, so it stays stronger as it takes damage. It can still be killed, but they defend better. Short bow is all it really has, so they don't have anything special. So our elves are better than theirs, so that's not going to really be a problem. Sorry, our archers are going to be able to do a better job. Now they also have this unit in through here, which is a vigil. We haven't got access to this one just yet. Does radiant bolts. Now again, we've got good protection as well against essentially spirit damage. So this is going to be one of these sort of funny fights where not a real lot of damage is given out to the other units. So it's going to be brute strength, and our dragons will actually probably carry the day here to a large extent, I would think. Dormant radiant light. So while awakened, this unit gains awakened radiant light, allowing it to they can affect. This distracted will cause a problem. So it's not super powerful though. So it's susceptible to blight weakness. Yeah. So it's and frost. Well, there you go. So frost is going to be good for us, and we do frost damage. So just knowing what we can sort of expect in through here, the polar bear will also be they'll be susceptible to fire damage. Not that we have too many of those. None of theirs are like that one there is actually, that zealot is full level. They're actually the same as us. They've actually gone with essentially with a religious order as well. So but they've got a different type with the way that they're sort of doing things. I don't know if we can sort of see much in through there. So the race is the first elves. Yep, so animal kinship, virtuous spirit, and anointed people, which is something we're trying to get hold of as well. We haven't just got that far. Well, let's do this one. Let's do it auto and just see what happens. We should really easily beat this one. You'll see there we lost nothing, and we've sort of essentially killed them off. That one escaped. This one escaped. So I think I'll accept this attack. This is sort of what I expected, because we've got higher level units. We've got units that actually do fight well against what they have. This is good. What's actually happening through there? Both of these have now champion level. Actually, they were champion level before, but they're sort of getting closer and closer to evolving up into full-blown dragons. But that was good. So we captured we killed essentially both of the Lilystone fruit and her sister. So we'll just go and close that one off. So I'm happy enough with that one through there. coming in for a second attack. Now, again, we have the advantage, but we have taken some damage, but we didn't take enough in the first fight to really warrant big problems for us. And so in this case, what's interesting here is I didn't actually flesh out that stack there fully. These have taken some damage, and they've got another stack back over here as well, which looks like it may have been underground here. I'm going to do this one also as an auto combat, and then just see how we go. So again, it's only this dragon here that I'm concerned about now, but even if we have a problem, I'll just do it manually afterwards. So we'll auto combat this one. So hi Pasanic and Chris as well, saying, why did you say risky battle when you clearly were superior? It's risky just because there's so many, like they can do, this is the second round now where they can keep on bringing things through. It's risky because I was in their territory as well. It's sort of like it's just there's a lot that can go wrong. And if they do have follow-up forces, like when we look at that, that's 3 groups of 6 that we've just destroyed. Another essentially 3 groups of 6 which were right there as well. And so we now have to defend against this, and then they've still got 2 groups of 11. Like they've got 11 more forces that can still come back in. So I'm just going to go and do auto combat. But this is certainly their weaker forces now. Now we lost one of our phase beasts, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to now play this one out. Gone up a level there, up a level there. So the phase beast was damaged, but we did kill all of those. I'm going to retry that. So we'll now need to go and retreat yet again. But this is, in one sense, this is good. If we can keep the what we're doing here, we'll be able to weaken them sufficiently to be able to go back, heal up, and then come back in again and try to attack before they can build up a big army again. So yeah, very, very important. Now I'm just going to grab myself a drink of water. Be right back. The thing we have is we've got that resurrection, and so if we do lose a high level unit, I want to be able to come back in and resurrect them before the end of the battle. So it's really, if it's only the very, very last turn that we have an issue. So we need to sort of I need to now think in terms of defensive lines. I didn't have a good look. We've got a spirit wolf back in through there. There's no heroes in this group. There's a lot of inquisitors. Yeah, so we've got Inquisitor there, Inquisitor back in through there as well. These will stun a lot, so there's a just a Sunderer there, which is not going to do too much damage. Yeah, not going to be a problem. Inquisitor there. So we're going to have to get through to these Inquisitors. There's a fair few of them. Another one there. So they're bringing a lot of those into the fight. The Spirit Wolf is going to do a bit of damage, but again, it's going to be mainly spirit damage, which is not going to really worry us, so I don't even need to really concern myself with that one. This is one of these phase beasts. I think it was this one here was the one that got killed. So we'll just go and use Sev the Conqueror just to start to defend. He's not a great defender, actually. We've got any good defenders over this side? Yeah, we do. Let's build our defensive line. This one, actually, maybe it's this end here that we go for. Now they'll be trying to stun Bolt of Judgment, range 4. So this one can make its way up. It goes all the way around the outside. So it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can reach there. I'll allow it to not... Actually, I won't get it to go off that dragon. What I'll do is I'll just move some of these other dragons up. I'm going to place that dragon in front. Bring you up. Getting into this little corner here with the Inquisitor will be good. And we just need to defend different locations. So I'll probably end up defending down through here. Beowulf also doesn't have really great defenses. Phase Beast I'll sort of keep down this way as well, and then we shuffle all of these across. Now they'll prepare for a turn. Sev will just move on up. Get the Architects down. Get these Inquisitors across as well. Alright, that's pretty much everyone now moved. So we're going to invite them in this way and invite them to actually try to stun this unit here. Now the healing, champion heal. It's only got a cooldown of 2, so let's go and heal this one up. While we're doing that, and I think we'll heal this one up as well. Just get them ready. They're strengthened. Now it's only for 3 turns, and so we'll sort of be we'll be playing defensively anyway. So there'll be a turn where they basically get ready, a turn where we get ready, and then unless they attack right now, which they're not going to now. So we're now just getting into a position where we can start to, yeah, so they're actually just preparing themselves. And they're going to move through the gap. So the gap is going to be the important location. Now we do actually have, up through here, we don't have anything we can actually attack just yet. I do have an attack there. That one can't do anything. So I've stayed well. The AI in this game is very, very good. I want to sort of stay back in this location. Well, let's move this one over. Start to come back up through. And we'll just start to get ready. We'll allow these groups to actually have a bit of a hit at against these other dragons that we've got. So they'll be able to go in next turn. Now, one thing I do have is I've got this coordinated command, which is also just a 2-turn cooldown. So I could smack these really hard right now. I think we'll do that. That's only going to be range 4. Yeah, we'll do that, I think. It gives me both those dragons. Ah, it was a red dragon. Okay, I should have done the other dragon. Oh, that's probably still not bad. Now, we do actually have the breath attack, which you can sort of see will do in a range of 3. So I can actually go onto the edge of one of these. I can actually get 4 in a row if I move to there. So I'll go and do that. So if I move to that location and then do a breath attack, I get all of them. And there we go, we froze 2 of them. So that tier 4 unit, the Tyrant Knight, did manage to sort of stay in the fight. It does actually have this as well, a press, which will do a bit of damage. And I don't want this one to be sort of too much in the way, so I could smack in the middle there, but it's going to take a bit of damage, so I'm just going to go and move to this edge. Going to keep that one back where that is. Now that we're here, do get a good shot. Did weaken it, that's good. Okay, so that sort of now is going to shuffle things around. They've still got a fair bit of firepower in here, so that's why I don't really want to keep this Inquisitor up in that spot for too much. I'll just leave that one back where that is. But this is a good start down this way, I think. I'm going to keep the Phase Beast down this way as well. Domination. I'll wait until there's something for us to dominate, and then we'll keep this one back as well. It's really now just a matter of picking up the gap, making the gap. So we do have this big healing here as well.
Away?
Let's move that one back up, behind. Over.
All right.
Put you up. Should have done that in the first round. Okay, now we do actually have spells casting. We've got only 57 mana though, so hardly anything. So I don't think I'll worry about the spell casting in this one here. Although I can condemn all of these. Let's have a look and see. Mass condemnation. Maybe we'll do this one here. Just get them condemned. Will they swing back? While they're sort of mucking around over the other side, it's actually not a bad one for me. It allows me to then sort of just focus on one end of their fight. Alex is saying if you have 2 free Whispering Stones, put them in. Yeah, actually, good idea. Good idea. I'll do that when we get out. I forgot about that. It's funny because I knew when it came back that we then had a good opportunity. Now they haven't actually moved from here, which means we can kill this guy off. And then we have big attacks coming this way as well. He's been slowed. These are now all very susceptible. If I try to move away, do I get a shot there? Yeah, no, there's still there's a reaction shot there, I think. If I try to move away, no, there's not. Not sure why that's not the case. Well, I'll just go and place it there. Do the tail swipe against both of these units. 90% chance there to do a lot of, actually 65% chance there. You do actually have this shot as well, which I can do damage to my own unit there. It's the big guy that's the problem, so I'm just going to go for him. And Grey's the first one. Has been weakened. Can't quite kill it. I'm going to have to take the damage as a first strike. So we have the single shot there. There's no steadfast, that's good. Okay, that's made us a bit happier all the way around. Still got a lot of ranged units back in there, so we just need to sort of be not presenting too much of a flank. There's not a hell of a lot they can do. Do have some protection in there. She's only got 65 hit points, so really not all that strong. Well, with what's coming down through this other side, I think what we'll do is we'll just go and, with the Inquisitor there, you do actually have the Architect back this way as well somewhere. Where's the Architect got to? There it is. If I just move that one, just keep that one there, I think. Present it as a target. So they will attack that. Yeah, we don't actually have anything we can do there. But that's okay. I just wanted to sort of set that one up. Now, sort of like another strongish unit back this other side. The Architect has now moved. Let's move that one back. I'll kill that one off. Oh, resisted. What happened there? Can't really do too much else. Leave that one where that is. It's really just a matter now of shuffling these around. Leave you there. Just have a look that way. Phase Beast is fine there. Up. Just keep this one safe at the back. Although it does have 94 health, it's not too bad. So I've wiped out essentially like a third of their forces, or nearly not quite a third, maybe a quarter of their forces already. Now I can condemn all of these as well. Virtuous Spirit it's not affected by that. Get the warding. Just make sure that we've got everyone where we want them. Been awakened. Here they come. Been stunned. This is why we wanted to get rid of those architects. And there we go. They're now actually bringing in their forces to attack. If we can stay alive there, we'll be okay. This will stun again. Yep, so we've now got 2 stuns. And this one as well. Good, stun was resisted. That one's not a big one. That's fine. So I've got a war breed. She's not even a war breed. It looks like a war breed. Good. So they've brought in their spirit wolf, which means we can now get some clear shots at it. And the rest of them don't really get a chance to do anything. So now we have to go after the others that we now sort of see nice and close. They're going to be coming around here, so this one really is not going to be able to do much. We can do... If I go up against that one, we do lose it. So I'm going to go... Where's the... All their tier 3s are sort of out of the way, the big important ones. So I'm better off trying to hit this spirit wolf. 60% chance of stunning it. Let's just go for it. Yep, we got it. That means we can use the Tesseract now to do damage with no damage coming back.
Yeah.
Which means we should be able to then use this one to finish it off. And that's good. That then leaves the others. They've still got... Now this one has now used its bolt. And so we could go after it fairly effectively. There's only low level units there. So we'll come back to that one because that's going to be a bit interesting, I think. I do have an 85% chance there with 2 shots. That one there I don't really get a chance to do much. So I'll take this one forward. Because we're not going to, we should be able to move our way into these ones. Well, look at that. These are so strong, these Shade Makers. Got big flanking shots. Yeah, the giant slayers are great with that. Now I could actually dominate that. I want to do that. Yeah, why not? So I should have done that before I attacked it. Go in with these. Be careful of the retaliation. This one here is still stunned. That one can't go in, but this Inquisitor can.
Yeah.
66% chance of stunning. It's interesting. There's a 90% chance there. That's an Inquisitor as well, I think. You've got 2 Inquisitors. It's different there. Oh, it resisted. Wow. So it rolled less than a 10, basically. They've used their big stun attacks. Might as well, yeah, I might as well kill this one off. Right, they're starting to now lose their morale. 2 shots there at 65, I'll take it. One can't move. Okay, that's a good start in amongst these. So the Tesseract has now moved. That will become the next target for them. We can block this off at the top now with all of these units. We need to sort of keep some of these. Some of these can move down into this location. The phase beast I can use anywhere up and through here. And once it's attacked, it will then zip around somewhere else. So I think I'll move that up to there because it can move through rocks. We just have, look, that's just beetles. This one here is the one we want to destroy. We can move in behind it, but it'll still be one shot, and then we zip her off. And I can sort of just protect it anyway.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of a shot there. Nothing's too strong. What can you get to? You can really only get to there at this stage. No one can get all the way back up to there. It's been condemned. %30 chance to freeze this one. Okay. And we'll just protect. That one can actually be hit from the rear.
Yeah.
So I'll just go and protect it here. Stake that one out there. And I'll save my dwindling mana reserves. Alright, this is good. This is good. So we'll end our turn here. I think everyone has pretty much moved, just for 3 dots. Yep, everyone's moved.
Yeah, what?
Should be able to heal up again this turn. Big shot there, that was a big one. Got some health back from there, we'll still have another turn. Yeah, Greys, here they come. Alright, we're dominating. So we've come all the way around the corner here. This is awesome. So they're getting ready to run. So we'll now just kill off as many of these as we can. And I can kill that one there, I'll just do that. And they're going to run. Do we claim no? We're going to say no because we want to kill off this. So we need to dominate severely. Critical hits, this is good. And it's mainly just those tier 3s that I want to get rid of. Not so much that one, but the others. Just go for it. Actually, I'll go for one of these. There's nothing coming back the other way, so we'll just go for the kill here. Did freeze it, so that's stuck there now for the next turn. Kill that one off. So bring the big frost dragon in. Destroy that. They'll be running back here. So we'll just wait for them.
Uh-huh.
So the reason I'm staying in the fight is to kill off the tier 3 units. Just so they don't have any chance of getting back. And that'll do me, actually, so I'll just end my turn here. The others will now run. Tier 1s I don't care about. There we go. That's the last tier 3 that we need to worry about. So we'll leave it there, I think. Let them run. So we one more turn. God, they still haven't made it. Now that should be, they shouldn't attack again. And we didn't lose very much health in that one. That was actually a good result for us. There we go. So one of them escaped, one of the tier 1s ultimately. And we lost nothing, and we've still got reasonable health. They've still got 2 stacks of 11, but they'd be silly to move in now. So we'll close that one off. Now, sort of on the run. So that was a big, important fight. I mean, this whole session has been basically just dealing with that particular one. Here they come again. Miss Carissa herself. Right, so we're going to have to rush back down, potentially. Yeah, there was a... Actually, they're just getting rid of raiders, which is not too bad. We've got 4 turns if they do attack us to move a big force in. So, BL saying, not sure, but the player keeps crashing for me. That's no good. Now, the Accursed Ogre, really not interested, so just dismiss it. That one is tier 4. The Dragonbane. This is a tier 4 Battle Saint Warlock Elementalist weapon. Poison Blast. Decaying Dragon Slayer. Interesting. And can summon an Umbral Dragon. That looks good, actually. That looks good. Let's go to the open the hero screen. So if she takes that, at the moment we've got a tier 3 Giant Slaying Scorcher. It disables our mount slot. I'm not really wanting that to be the case. Can one of the others use it? No, that one can't use it. Neither can you. They're Death Knights, Elementalist. Again, I wouldn't really want them to lose their that ability. Ooh. It's a good one. Yeah, it's only got a tier 2 at the moment. Then but we do lose that that hero. Sorry, the what we have through here. It's a White Wolf mount there. We're not really using that one all that much. It's a tier 3. If we go back to Sapior, I think we'll do it. So she's now on foot. Dark Bidding. To celebrate your bond, Mort the Shade of Loxol has invited you to an auction. So we get knowledge. Knowledge is really something that we do want to be getting. We don't need Imperium. We're doing very, very well with Imperium. The Club of Summon Slaying. That's a tier 3 weapon. Not really interested. And we receive... yeah, we don't need that one. So we'll just go back to the to that one there. Emancipatorium is still currently our capital. We don't really need the growth there. Okay, so province was pillaged by our vassals, so they're coming in and causing ruins back and through this other side against the elves. Yeah, we've got a lot of heroes leveling up, which is good. So these are all the things that actually happened there. God, a lot happened in this turn, didn't it? Only played like 2 or 3 turns. So Lily Stone Root is has been sent into our crypt. The crypt we get like this has actually been a good source of income for us as well. So just having the having them in through this other side, so that's all good. She's been actually captured, and so we get knowledge from capturing units. Zathel has actually withdrawn into the void, and we still have easy-ish attacks against both of these stacks, so we'll be able to wipe out pretty much their full army. Unfortunately, what it does do, though, is it keeps us... We now are fairly weak. We do have 3 stacks. I still may be able to sort of shuffle something else around and do something else in there. Okay, let's get our level ups done. So this is Sev the Conqueror. Now we've got the Death Knight. We've sort of been moving down this way. So what do we have through here? Berserker's Rage. We get Berserk and Steadfast, or this one through here. When she kills another, it gains 3 fortune. I think I'm going to go the Berserker's Rage. What does this one do? She's not the strongest unit, that's the trouble. Yeah, Berserk can sort of hit anything. Attacks the closest enemy, yeah. Yeah, if no enemy is in range, it will attack its allies. Let's give it Steadfast. I think I'll go this way here. What do we get at the bottom through here? Undying Warrior. Yeah, that's really what I'm heading. So I'll go that way. Make him, because he's not the strongest. We'll confirm that one through there. He's got the tier 3. The freezing is actually quite good. So we'll close that one off. And Ruler has leveled up as well. So she's going down the Battle Saint route. Now we're sort of we wanted to get to this one here. Actually no, that one there was where we wanted to go. We can now go down into here. Regenerating support. Support abilities grant +1 regeneration to affected units. Down the bottom through here is Battlefield Restoration. Go that way. Confirm that one. Hi Tenru, how you going? Saying, hey Daz, when can we expect a new and finished game from the indie scene? There is too much early. You've got early access going around for my taste. A new and finished game. There's some good games on the horizon, I've got to say. There's a game that a couple of games I've just picked up. But I don't know if they'll be in early access, to be honest. I'm not allowed to show or talk about them for another week and a half. I'm just looking at my list over through there. There's actually a really, really cool city builder, which I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm not allowed to show it. It's a Willowwood, which it looks very, very cool. But I'm sure that's going I think that's going to be still early access. I would think. So Pierce is saying, early access has a lot. Has looked tempting to any developers as they can turn on the money tap faster. And also for me, actually, I find early access really, really important for games because unless they've gone through a full quality assurance thing, and even then they still get it wrong. Like I think of games that went into full launch and really suffered for it. Distant Worlds 2 is one of those. Distant Worlds 2 really should have been early access, just to iron out all the bugs. I think when it's early access, people actually know that they're helping finish, putting the finishing polish on a game. And so in that sense, and some games are really, really early access, which I know that's probably a bit fearful, but when you've got a game that's close and they really just need to do sort of like some testing, and look, even if it stays in early access for a length of time, I really don't mind that at all. I'm actually I'm a very pro early access game, so I think that I think it's a great way for games to be able to be released and with a bit of forgiveness, I guess, while they actually get them ready and then have a launch afterwards. It also gives them 2 marketing chances at the game as well. Like they have the early access launch and then the full launch when it's ready. So from my perspective, I don't see any negatives at all in early access unless the devs actually abandon the game. So there's a risk there, I guess, for other people. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I really like early access. I think it's very, very important. Now we've done everything we need to there, so we'll just go and close that one off. And we've still got another hero. So this is Beowulf. He's level 10, so he's really moving through as well. Now we're getting down into here. This is where we end up with getting the plus 15 maximum hit points, or melee attacks gain plus 10% damage. Might start to get the damage, I think. We've sort of gone support for most things, and just sort of confirm that one as he starts to sort of move on up through the lists. All right. I'll grab that one there. Just get the Forester. Now this is going to cost me even more mana. The Inspiring Chant. That's not bad if they've got Zeal. This one here is an Oracle unit. Support unit that can foresee the future and use that knowledge to strengthen and protect others. Yeah, not bad again as well. And then Faithful Whispers. Yeah, we don't need that one. I think I'm going to go Inspiring Chant. Actually, what's the casting cost is 30 mana. It is good. I'll go the Oracle. It's a bit more powerful than we thought. Just do a quick save. And auto combat. Yep, that's good. Another one up here. Got a gargoyle. It would be an interesting one for us. But I really do like gargoyles a lot. I'm not going to be able to afford it though, I don't think. Yeah, 150, so we'll have to dismiss it. Okay, so we've cleared out all of that stuff now. So we've sort of pretty clear in the top there. I'm thinking that we're going to need to keep a presence back. I'll still keep them fairly central because we don't know which way everything's going to be coming. Just keep them where they are. Alrighty, here we are. So we have a group with a hero in it, with only 5 units in it. Level 6. So we can destroy pretty much all of their heroes in one fell swoop, pretty much. Even these are still not terrible, you know. Like I can shuffle things around and get some pretty good results. Like if I start to bring some of these units in that are not injured, I can still get a group of... I can still get what I need out of all of this. Like that, take that dragon back, for example. Keep that dragon back there. Take these with me. They're actually still okay. Bjolf has suffered a bit. But everyone else there is fine. It's really only this Inquisitor that's sort of badly damaged there. I mean, I could even send Beowulf back to look after these.
Oh.
So then that gives me, just need to fill up the gaps in here. It's taking a bit, but I think I can still just keep it where it is. Move those in, and then we've got this group in here as well.
Aye.
Just bring the war breed back in. And that gives me that group back there, just to stay with that one, and then we move this one in. Let's do a quick save. We should be able to just auto battle these. Yes, even Sev's helping out here. Just auto combat and see what actually happens. Yep, that's fine. As long as Sev's group is still where it was, that's not a problem. So we'll close that one off. We can then bring these back for healing. Bring that one back as well. That leaves our stack of 3 in here. It's another safe battle, so we'll just save that one. So we'll keep that one central. Yep, and no real damage done. War Shaman, don't need it. Dismiss that one. Great Axe. It's only a tier 3. We should start to make equipment soon, I think. We now have the item forge. Alright, so we can now besiege this city. We've now destroyed. We're finally breaking out here. Finally getting there. This has taken a long time. This was one of our cities back in the day. What sort of protection have they got? Not much. Start the siege. Yeah, we'll start that in 3. Won't worry about siege projects. So just see if there's anything that we really want. No, there's nothing there. Yeah, I really like what they've done with this one through here. I'll just go and close that one off, and then we'll just move the others up. It would only be if like Zathel's going to have to come back down with as strong an army as what defeated us that we defeated just before. Yep, so we'll just close that one off. So we're only 3 turns to get Fandatorium, and now once we get this one, we then are in a position where we can then go after Carissa and the Orcs. So Tenra is saying, is Willowwood available on Steam, the city builder you mentioned? It will be, yes. I think it's Willowwood. Just let me have a look. Whiskerwood, not Willowwood, so Whiskerwood. It's Whiskerwood, not Willowwood. Sorry about that. I sort of got half my notes. I've got notes of when I've got embargoes, and yeah, I've got an embargo for another week and a half on that one before I'm allowed to show it. But it looks really cool. Like it's the Steam page is up, and it looks interesting. It's funny because it's sort of like they look a bit, in one sense, kiddie, but the way that they've done it looks really, really good. It looks really quite interesting. So I'm just hoping there's more procedural stuff in it than what I'm sort of seeing. But it'd be interesting to see what actually does happen. I think there is, based on some of the other videos that I saw on the Steam page. So we captured this one as well. It's going to help us with even more in through here. We're doing well now. Have you now really, yeah, still number one. Zathel is still number one. If we go and have a look, if we go in and actually talk with them, we can sort of see where we're coming number 4. Our military ranking is number 1 though, and our magic ranking is number 7. So that's why we're sort of in the middle of the road there somewhere. So expansion, we're coming 4th. Economy, we're coming 4th. So Zathel, if we have a look and see what they're doing, their military ranking is now 6. They're coming second last. Expansion ranking, they've got the most cities. Magic ranking 2nd. Economy is 1st, and diplomacy is 1st. So they're sort of coming in the top there. So we're just that's interesting to sort of see that. So we're not going to see a big threat coming from them. So we should be able to take this city and finally get a bit of a foothold where we can then go after and destroy the Orcs. The Orcs are going to be easier than pretty much anyone else at this stage, I think. So we'll just get them healing, and then we'll shuffle units back in. I don't know if there's other forces that will come back in that will protect the city. There may be. Let's have a bit of a look. We'll just leave that one where that is, and leave you where you are. Here comes Zathel. Here we go. Yeah, they're coming in to try to defend the city. So they've still got units, just not very many of them. Good, they're not moving into our territory. Yes, they are. Here they come again. Well, we'll have to go across and defend now with the other stacks that we've got. We see Carissa herself. The good thing about what's happening with all of this is that we have the we've got now a solid stack that can defend that city as well, so we can sort of rush back and really handle that one relatively easily. So yeah, that's all going well. Here we go. Old Hollow has sent yet another lot of dragons out against us. They do this a lot. Fangir has returned back to his holdings, which are in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a big gap at the bottom of the map there. Actually, it's a bit higher up than what I thought. Looking at this. Now we do have faded projectiles. Base unit upkeep 3. And we have a lot. I really can't afford it. Can't afford to cast it. I want to. Just need more mana. So we'll just try to work on the mana. Get the mana obelisk. DasTactic can get another province. And Dastopia is now our capital again. Which way should we go? Just get that one there. Still healing up. I'll just leave them where they are on the border. That one's basically done. Let's just leave that one where that is as well. These are all fine where they are. So there's only like a stack there. I do have a Berserker, which is not going to really be a problem to us. Tier 7. We've got a Tyrant Knight there as well. Not an issue. And then we have all of these guys, which we can... I'm tempted to shuffle and get rid of this one here. We'll ditch him. He's only elite. So it's going to give me another 10 back up there with the mana. And yeah, that'll do me, I think. So I don't really want to be having any bigger armies just yet. So they'll be besieging this, and we'll come back down now with our forces. Got to keep out of this province. So okay, move across. It's worth 1,000. Yeah, these are both about the same. You know what I need to do is I need to bring that dragon into here. Just cancel. Because we want the dragon leveling up every turn. So just bring it back into that particular group. The heroes help them to level up. And really, I don't. This little stack is sort of more just a, you know, just leave it hanging around somewhere. I'll just move it back this way again. So DasTactic can now start to build more things. Catapult towers, the granary, the monolith again. Go that way. Just try to get as much mana as we possibly can. Okay, that'll do us. We'll end our turn there. And I'm probably going to get going fairly soon. It's interesting, it's been a while since I struggled to find a game on, so much on Steam. There's a lot of good ones around. So they should start the siege here, and then we'll be able to break it. They're moving past, that's interesting. Well, that's not good for them. So we can destroy these now. Not sure where they were heading off to, but it's not a good idea for them. So what are they worth? 800. That one's fairly strong. That one's not too bad. They do have a war breed in there. It's not going to worry us too much. Yeah, we've got some nice strong units here. Do we want to shuffle any of the others across? We probably do. We'll probably send that whole stack in, actually, that one there. And yeah, this is one that we actually wouldn't mind that one going in. Yeah, I'll keep them together. Probably that one there. Right, let's just auto battle this one. Shouldn't be a difficult one for us. We did lose this guy. I don't really want to lose him, but I don't have time to play it out. Look, I'm going to have to play it out. Sorry, guys. To retry it. The land of cactus. This is a fairly open map, this one. All breeders up that way. So this is the one that they destroyed. No one can float on top of the cactus. Can really only get down to there. I think we'll take this corner. Yes, we can get our morale back up if we need to. The shield wall up. You can reach down to there. That one there. Get a Tesseract built next, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can actually build one there. Maybe I'll do that. Because we're going to be sort of operating in this area. Don't want to go in the cactus. Across here. Oh, it might have been this one that actually suffered. Shuffle them all across. Okay, and a turn there. We do have 160 here, so we can do condemns and stuff. Yeah, I've got some big groups there. I'll do some mass condemnation. Let's get these affected. They still haven't moved out at all. And can't reach anything. He's on fire. Okay, that's all we need to do this turn. So I might take this one up into this other location. Oh no, we can use this one here.
You alright?
That'll do me. Hardly done any damage to that unit, which is good. The precognition is certainly helping. Yeah, we're not taking any damage at all. These guys are dodging out of the way. They're reading the future. Sanity's a problem. Yep, good. We resisted that. Big guy going to come charging through. He's now bleeding. That's fine. That is fine. All right. So kill that one off. We do a hell of a lot of damage there as well. God, this one's the difficult one, so let's go and take this one. Oh, potentially could have actually taken that one. You know, I've screwed it up. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We could possibly take one of the others. Yeah, we can kill that one off with the Tazerac. Let's just get rid of it. Don't have great abilities there. We'll just go this way. Chance to hit that one. I think I'll move this one up to there. We have a 90% chance to dominate this one. It did resist it, unfortunately. Now I need to protect this one. Good chance here to destroy this unit. Also have the ability to do a lot of damage there, but I think I'll just take the full bolts in here. It's funny, we've only got ourselves one Pyromancer. Could have done a bit more with that. 55% chance, and then it's going to be taunted. Elemental Gateway. Deals damage to target enemy unit. Always hits. It's not going to really do much there. Get the kill there. That's one hero down. Now this one. That's our best shot there. critical. Good. Really isn't a big problem down that side. Let's just stay where we are here. This one is on fire. Weakened and condemned. Just keep all of these where they are, the Bastion unit, and this one as well. Take that. We don't have much we should or can do in here, really. Could try to get that one, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. This will be targeted. There's really not a lot else we have. I think I'll just keep it back where it is. And that one I'm actually pretty happy with where it is as well. We still have spells. But we're sort of smashing our way into here now. Might still use a condemnation spell. Don't know if these are condemned. No, they're not. Right, they've all been condemned. Prick ignition is incredibly good. Now burning. Good little attack actually that they just did there. They tried it, but it didn't work for them. But it was actually a really good move. Isn't too bad. Okay, this is the important turn for us. So we took a lot of damage there with fire, or there's a lot of potential damage coming up with fire. Just going to do a quick save here because this, if we're going to save Scum, this is where we want to come back to. So we need to now wipe out as many of their forces as we possibly can and move out of the way as well. 25% chance. If I move up, I get 50%. It's good, and their morale is dropping, which is important. You got one shot with these. Start to do stuff that way. Now these don't get healed. Like if I try to heal it, actually no, it will. It will. Okay, let's do that. I didn't think that they did. Now if we smack them, they're going to run. Do need to keep on moving on up. Get that one. Lay on hands, we don't need that. Yeah, we can kill that one off. And we really do have to come back this other side. The melee strike there. Now these are going to jump, so I think I'm just going to lock myself in there. Bring this one up, so I can have a mage off the two fire mages. Now that one there, we can start to do a lot of damage here. Do I stay in the fire? I think I will. I might go and dominate that one there if I can. Yep, it's dominated, that's good. That means we can sort of now race off ultimately to do other things. This dragon's still got 102. If we can kill that unit there, within doing really quite well. I'll just use this one. Actually, I can do the shield wall there. It still goes into a shield wall, which then protects that unit. Weakened and stunned, that's good. It's gone berserk, but it's not going to be able to do anything. Did it use its steadfast? I think it did. I think I'll kill that unit off now. Missed, unfortunately. Which means we're going to have to stay in the fire. Nice. That does give us now the chance to now move out. We're stuck in the middle of the fire here anyway, so I'll just move that one up to there. Kill there. I'll take that. Go into defensive mode. We'll start to bring these up. Another bastion unit. Not good, not good, not good. Alright, that's pretty much everything except for spell casting. So we'll just end our turn here. That precognition has saved us a lot of health. Should heal that one actually. That's lucky. That's lucky. Come on, precognition again, please. Nope. Just move out of the way. I'm going to struggle here. Missed. Yeah, I might as well go for it here, I think. Off. It's going to affect their morale. This one has a self-healing thing, healing sap. I don't want to do that. I can move off and do it, which I think I'll do down in here. So 2 shots there, I'll take this. It's getting ready to run. So the first shot was a critical. You can kill that one off with the dragon. It should get him running, actually. Oh no, he had steadfast or slip away. Now we can kill him, I think. I think steadfast actually was used last turn. This one here is just charging around everywhere. Good. There they go. Morale is dropping badly now. Just get them underway. one's going to teleport somewhere. Yeah, we can kill that one off as well. That should get them. Their morale should really drop badly now. Not enough to make them run yet. Just going to keep this one healed up. Let's get the one out of the fire. One up. They're running already. Doesn't really matter that much. Okay, we'll end our turn. So they're all running from this corner. Yeah, there they all go. Who stayed in the fight? Yeah, so we'll win it immediately. In this case, I don't need to chase them off. They're not really high enough level units. Some will make it away. Actually, a fair few made it away. She would have been good probably to kill it off those, but it doesn't matter. So we'll close that one off. Got more level ups. And I have completely run out of time. Berserker, dismiss the unit. Rewards. Yep, nothing much there. Okay, well, there we go. That was good. I do have to get going, guys. I'm just going to do a save here, and I'll see you tomorrow if you're around. Thanks for watching. I do have to get going, though. Running late to go to the beach. Hi, Turigorio from Italy. So welcome, guys, but I do have to get going now. So I'll see you tomorrow.